EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On first down, it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Herbert off of play action. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
He's coming. Double up.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Yellow. I've got Lunny. Check. Mike 9. Yellow. Tackle.
Mahomes going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Extra point attempt here still to come. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Hey, Rimley.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight. Watch left.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, Herbert. Completes it to Fant on the right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Montgomery on the counter. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Trey McKitty, the tight end, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
10 yards on the pickup.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
43. 15. Switch. Rush in. Yellow.
And off comes to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Mike 9. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Mike 9. Mike 9.
It's our time. It's our time.
Hey, 43, 15.
On first down, Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
58, boys, 58, 58. 19 side, 19 side. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the curve, watch the curves. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Panther 11,
Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea. For him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
It's just me and Let's go.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Charger drive about to get going. Now Herbert following the turnover. This is the tight end fan. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Eckler, they run left side, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tough.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert operating from the red zone. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Mark 55, 43. Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got one.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Mike 2.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
Good catch, an excellent creation of a big play downfield. I can guarantee you this. That's not a play this defense has practiced against in the days leading up to this game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run here with Eckler, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now a 2nd down and 6. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 13-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down and the ball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now to this point. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. On the move to his... Oh, no, he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Here I come. Easy. Here I come.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Check nine.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Hurt. You got 3. 18, right here. 2.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big edge. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Come on, D. Check three, check three, check three. Kill, kill, kill. Check 52. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Now Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Herbert to throw. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now a give running left is Eckler. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Hey, tank. Under 10, under 10. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give them an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's 2nd and 10.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Mike 42, Mike 42. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Mahomes.
Y'all playing the wrong.
Escaping the... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Here's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.